Hey, it is another beautiful day here in sunny California. Today I've got a few things that are on my heart that I want to share. But first, I should introduce the game that's going on in the background. I guess I should have done that earlier, but it's called Don't Starve. It's a survival RNG based game, so each time you start up a new world, it's randomly generated. Lots of collecting, lots of crafting. You also have hunger and sanity, which is unique to this game. It's not just a clone of Minecraft or Terraria. You also have day, dusk, and night cycle that you can see all those in the top right corner. You also have a few different characters with unique perks and drawbacks. So that's a good amount of elements to understand, so I'll briefly unpack all of those. So you have crafting. You basically craft stuff out of stuff you find on the ground, essentially. You can make an axe out of flint and some twigs that you'll find lying around the environment. You can chop down some wood. You can make a pickaxe out of those same things, flint and twigs. You can get some rocks, and that'll allow you to make, say, a fire pit, which you can make a fire pit out of the stuff you found on the ground. You have to get the wood and the rocks. So it's essentially, you craft stuff to be able to get other stuff, or to be able to craft other stuff, because they're science machines that allow you to have a broader array of items that you can craft. And you can also find many unique items that you wouldn't be able to craft, such as, I'm not sure if you can craft it, but I found this walking cane, and it makes me walk a lot faster. And so it's also dependent on the environment, finding stuff around you. I've also found, one time I found a little blow tube with a fire dart. I could kill a bird very easily, whereas if you go and tackle a bird, it won't let you attack it. It'll run away, or it'll fly away. So that's crafting. So hunger, the game is called Don't Starve, and it's the driving motif of the game. You have to take care of your own hunger. You can find food from the environment, but after a certain amount of time, you're going to expend all your resources that are around you. And so some grow back, but not quite fast enough, because say your base is in one area, you get rid of all the food, you wait for it to grow back. You have to venture out to get food, so you're going to have to keep venturing out further and further, and you'd have to venture out a sizable distance back to your, and then come back to your base, and that would waste your whole day, whereas you need to progress with other advancements during the day instead of solely finding food, because weather also changes. Say when winter comes, the nights, the weather gets very cold. Right after this beginning season, the nights get way longer. The nights can take up half the whole meter up there. So a lot of base development needs to happen too. So what you can do is you can, you'll see in future episodes, I'll get a crock pot going. I'll get some farms going. I'll put some seeds in. It'll grow some vegetables. So that'll be my source of food. So sanity. Okay, so if your hunger drops, you die. That's a given. Sanity. If your sanity goes all the way down, you start seeing things, and those things kill you. So the way to keep your sanity up is, one way is to have a garland. See, I have that flower crown on my head. Keeps my sanity up. So at night, you must have light, or else it gets very dark. The whole screen goes dark. and things attack you and you die. And that's it. You die and you can't come back. Unless you have a touchstone, which I got in this map, and you would be resurrected at that touchstone. Later you'll see you'll be able to make a meat effigy too out of this character. This is one of the perks to having this character. I can make a meat effigy out of some meat and some of my own beard shavings once I shave that beard. Doesn't look like I have a beard quite yet. And I die and I'm resurrected. So that's one of the best perks of Wilson here. So that's a little bit of an overview of this game. So we have something I touched on was retro gaming and the wave of game collecting and the general resurgence of it. I spent some time and money on Facebook Marketplace and going out and picking up lots of games, or say I picked up a PS3 that was $80 because I want to play Kingdom Hearts on it. I haven't even bought Kingdom Hearts yet. I just know I'll want a PS3 for my collection at some point. But also, I just graduated from high school and I'm going to need to support myself monetarily here, and so I can't necessarily spend my money all on video games or on a collection. Even more important than that, I'm a musician and I play the drums primarily. I'm going to want a better sounding drum set. I'm going to want drum mics so I can record myself. I'm going to want XLR cables to go with those mics, a preamplifier to plug into my computer, a DAW or digital audio workspace. They're all factors in what I need, and I can't quite place my money on video games right at the moment, but it's what I love to do, video games, and reaching people is also what I'm in the business of. I also have some fees for tour for something called Drum Corps that you pay to go on buses during the summer and compete with other essentially marching bands throughout the summer. And then there's also a winter season that's only on weekends. There's also a flight to Dayton, Ohio for World Championships. It all costs money. And so I don't make the most money right now either. That's the only problem. And so where I'm at with my life, it's an in-between state, and I want to be grounded, but I'm not quite there yet. But I did hear this quote the other day about failure. It's that you go out, you fail, and then you fail again. You fail better. And then you can keep going from there. It's not about money, even though we do need it to survive. It's about going out and doing what I love. It's the journey, not the end result. Hope you all enjoyed this look into my mind.